You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning and happy Friday. Welcome in today's edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Ross Leonard. It is the 8th of November. We have snow on the ground. We have snow in the forecast. We have Vail Mountain opening next Friday, a week from today. A lot going on here in the Vail Valley right now. Grab that cup of coffee. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
And welcome into the TV8 Weather Center on this Friday morning. 27 degrees to start the day today at 8 a.m. We'll see a high of 39 degrees today and a 50% chance of snow. Some in the middle of the day, some later today. Scattered snow expected throughout the day. Winds coming from the north 5 to 10 miles per hour. Into the hourly, things start getting snowy around noon. 38 degrees, snow showers up high. Cloudy skies at 4 p.m. and more snow expected into the evening tonight, 8 p.m. 33 degrees, snow showers expected. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle looking at a high of 42 today with a 25% of precipitation. Avon high of 41 with a 40% chance. Vail a high of 39 with that 50% chance of precipitation. And Denver a high of 35 with a 90% chance of snow there. I saw something that Denver's looking at a crazy month of November with snow, so we'll see what happens down there. Tonight, a low of 30 degrees with an 80% chance of snow, partly cloudy skies, and that sunset at 4:57 p.m., creeping earlier and earlier. Winds start coming from the east, southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. Snow expected later on tonight and into tomorrow, Saturday, with snow showers and a high of 39, a low of 19, and then the rest of the weekend starts seeing some sunshine with Sunday mostly sunny and into next week mostly sunny. So get through these next couple days of snow, enjoy the sun, and we are a week away from Vail Mountain opening, and we will be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I read my first
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
Good morning, Vail.
Here in the Vail Valley, we have so many great communications companies, including Always Mountain Time, a local radio station who's helping the community this weekend with a winter market and holiday fair down in Eagle. And joining us now, we have Krista Benedetti with Always Mountain Time. Krista, how we doing?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so it's kind of exciting. We just got done Halloween, and tomorrow we're talking a holiday fair, a holiday market. Tell us what's going on tomorrow.
Well, it's never too early to start your Christmas shopping
That's
or
right.
holiday shopping. But we, this is, I think, our 20th year of having this community event down at the Eagle River Center in Eagle. We have over 60 vendors, local artisans, crafty things, just a wide assortment of things to shop for the holidays, kind of kick off the holiday spirit. You can see Santa, take some pictures. This one, you can bring your pets, so we are pet friendly, so bring your dog, a cat, and take a picture with Santa.
What a fun day. What are some of the businesses coming out? Is it mostly Eagle, or is it all over the valley, or who's going to be out there?
It's from all over the state, actually. We have different kinds of art, photography, candle companies, fudge, and I can't even describe how many. It's so many.
It's been exciting. I'm already seeing the kind of Facebook posts about shop local during the holiday season.
Yes.
So this is the perfect opportunity, one, to shop local, two, to just get this done with.
Yes.
If you're like me, I'm coming up to Christmas Day still buying gifts.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So this is a great thing. Where did this start 20 years ago, and like why is Always Mountain Time kind of run this?
That's a good question. We started it just as a way to bring the community together and kind of kick off the holidays and really give local vendors and artisans an opportunity to showcase their work. And we get new vendors in every year. We have great local sponsors like Bighorn Toyota and Kitchen Collage out of Edwards, and just really love bringing the community together and having everyone have an opportunity to see Santa for free. And we raise money for both the Literacy Project and the Salvation Army. So we don't charge an entry fee to get into the event, but we do encourage everyone to bring canned goods or donations for the Salvation Army during this tough time of year. So.
Awesome. It's so exciting to hear that it's happening. It's that time of year that this is all happening, to get those canned goods ready. What's kind of the schedule of events tomorrow? When should people think about coming, or how?
So we open at 9 a.m. and we'll be open till 3. We're going to have a bar, so you can sip and shop with mimosas and or coffee and hot chocolate.
Nice.
Some cider. Stoneyard Distillery is our sponsor of the libations, and it's just a really fun time. Holiday music. Bring out the kids. We have a little craft corner where they can color and write their letters to Santa and things like that. So it's
that's
a really
awesome.
fun
Well,
time.
depending on how the weather shakes out, it might be a little snowy, perfect for Santa. It also might be sunny, so we'll just have to wait and see.
We get both, yeah.
And then for people attending, what do they need to know? They just park right there at the center?
Yeah, there's plenty of parking. There's plenty of parking at the fairgrounds, and it's you can come and spend the whole day. There's enough to do.
Love that. So it's, as Always Mountain Time, kind of presenting sponsor of this event, but What's going on at Always Mountain Time right now?
Oh,
What's
we
new?
are actually going to kick off the holidays on the Lift FM with holiday music starting on Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas. So if you tune to 92.7 or 95.3, you will get all the holiday music you want to get you in the spirit.
Is it true that Mariah Carey's music is in like a lockbox somewhere, and you guys wait for it to like thaw out?
Yeah, it's
and you're not allowed to use it until it's fully thawed out.
I'm never going to disclose our secrets.
Yeah, Always Mountain Time. It's such a great local radio station. Obviously, the music and kind of the MCs and DJs there, disc jockeys are so awesome.
Yeah,
So
we
just
have
great people.
we have a really good team there. We also have obviously Ski Country Radio with Superman and Tony in the morning and Gretchen on the Lift FM in the afternoon. And
we know Gretchen.
Yeah, she was a TV8 person.
Yes.
So just a really good community of people that love giving back to our listeners and just entertaining everyone throughout the day.
Well, they sure do. The team there sure does. What's kind of coming up at the stations, or what's kind of?
Well, other than the holiday music, we're
winter?
really looking forward to that and getting people encouraged. You know, we have a lot of clients that keep the radio station going, and we like to encourage our listeners to shop local with them as well during the holidays. And, you know, we all know that the mail service here is very difficult, so shop local. You don't have to worry about your packages getting sent back or
right.
not finding your front doorstep. So.
Easy. And there's amazing local artisans here.
Yes.
Artists, jewelers. I don't know what you call people that make food, but bakers, I guess, or
chefs. Yes.
but yeah, just so many great local, and then when you bring in the rest of the state, we're showing the list of people that'll be there right now, and yeah, some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, we have a lot of, like I said, this is a project in and of itself to put all these logos on the website. But yeah, we're really excited. You could even come, look at the new 2025 Toyotas if you're looking to buy a new car and put a bow on a car for a gift as a Christmas present. We'll have great new Toyotas from Bighorn. So,
Mom, did you hear that? Mom, they're gonna have new trucks there. That's amazing. I gotta ask, just out of curiosity, how have you seen local radio kind of change over the years? Or has it?
I think it's always, other than you just have more options of things to listen to with technology and streaming services and things like that. But local radio, it is your source for traffic and weather and things going on like the winter market this weekend. You're not going to get that from a streaming service or your playlist. We still are breaking music, and it's free entertainment. It's free, local, over the air, and people that are in your community, you can wake up with your friends on the air. And I think that local element is never going to go away. I think no matter where, what your other options are, you can still rely on your local radio for good information and local news and, just being connected to your community.
Totally agree. Totally.
Yeah.
It's one of the beautiful things about living in this small community is we get kind of small organizations, but not really small, but they're doing mighty work.
Yeah,
for us.
exactly.
So amazing.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me today.
Tomorrow, it's happening. We're doing it.
9 a.m., Eagle River Center. Bring your credit cards and your cash and support local.
And your canned goods.
There you go.
Anything else? Dress in costumes, or is Halloween over?
I'm going to wear my reindeer earrings and my ugly sweater, so bring it on.
Love that. Anything else I should ask you? Anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. Just, it's rain or shine and snow, whatever.
It'll be great.
We'll be there.
Either way, it'll be a great day, and it is truly a kickoff to the holidays here. So get on down. Get your Christmas or holiday shopping done early and support some good local businesses. We'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires, let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Hi, it's Julio Garcia with TV8, and we're about to add some extra jolly to your holiday season. Join us for TV8's 12 Days Before Christmas and ring in the New Year advertising specials. For just $250, you can advertise your business on TV8 during the all-important holiday season. We'll run your commercial spot 10 times per day for 12 days. That's 120 spots to help drive traffic to your business. Choose the 12 Days of Christmas or run your ad during the Ring in the New Year special, which starts on December 26th and runs for 12 days. Or better yet, purchase both for just $450. Don't have a commercial? Don't worry, TV8 will help create one from your photos or videos at no extra charge. So don't delay. A deal this good won't last long. Contact the station to reserve your spot, and from all of us at TV8, have a wonderful holiday season.
Good morning, Vail.
Here in the Vail Valley, the Vail Performing Arts Academy is helping local youth with the most important stage in their life. And luckily, Gretchen caught up with the VPA recently to see what's new and what's going on over there. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to the show. I'm very excited. I'm here with a human being that I adore, that I've known for quite some time. One of the first people I ever met in this valley, Anna, with the Vail Performing Arts Academy. And I'm really excited that you're here because we have a lot of really cool things happening very soon, and then also in the spring. So welcome. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us. I know. I mean, we do have to go back a little bit. We met first at the Vail Film Festival. So this is very apropos that we're meeting yet again to talk about this. And I remember everyone in the community, you've been here for years and years and years, and you've been part of this for how many years now, Anna?
Vail Performing Arts, we're celebrating our 30th year.
And this is what we're going to talk about. That's amazing. 30 years.
I know. I was a teenager. No, I wasn't.
You're like, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's the 30-year review. That's what it's
called,
correct?
Okay. It is because what we did is we've done all these Broadway shows and all these reviews. So we have taken a selection of some of our favorite Broadway shows.
Oh, how fun.
For the kids to re-perform in this particular event. And the big news is we're back at the Valar.
That's what I was going to say.
Started.
And it all started. That's what I remember at the Valar. And as we all know, the Valar is such a special space. And
changes their lives.
Oh, my gosh. To be a young adult, to be a well, they're children, but also young adult, and be on that stage and get that moment. I mean, we have world-renowned athletes that come to speak, world-renowned musicians there. I mean, that is a huge...
Ringo Starr.
So, I mean, let's be honest. Truly. I mean, some of the acts I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I can't even, like, you know, pop stars today, like, to people that my parents are like, oh, my God, you just saw... you know, musical magic in the making with someone that they used to see. You know what I mean? So it's pretty exciting.
Yes.
So when is this taking place? November 9th and 10th?
So don't mess up. It's this weekend, Saturday, November 9th and Sunday, November 10th, both at 6:30 p.m. at the Valar. Tickets are on sale right now.
Okay.
They're $20, including all the fees.
Oh, that's awesome. So flat rate, $20.
Flat rate. They don't like all those fees. And we just round it up.
Exactly.
And so you can reach the box office.
Okay,
or you can also just go to our webpage, vpaa.org, and there's a way to just click on buy tickets.
That's amazing. So the Vail Performing Arts Academy, 30 years, that is incredible. I mean, we have to say, that is a big deal. And then to see this and see all these children singing Broadway tunes and musicals. What is your favorite? Do you have one that
Well,
sticks out? I mean, that is a loaded question,
It's
right?
so loaded. We've had so many beautiful shows, and the thing is that we started really the first several years were just classes. because
Okay.
We were just doing little theater classes and musical theater classes, and we did a little play at home. At Berry Creek Middle
okay,
School.
yes.
And then the Valar had just opened up, I think it was 97, something
Wow,
like that.
okay.
And so no one was going up there. The community wasn't really aware or
Right.
even knew how to get there
Isn't
because
that
it's
wild
sort
to
of
think
hidden
about?
up there.
Yeah, it is.
So I went up and I met with them and I explained, could we please bring the children onto the stage? Then the parents will follow. Then the community will follow.
Oh my goodness.
And they said, we'll see. I guess so. Okay. And
Wow.
we sold out all the shows.
So
It was-
you guys are part of the reason the Valar is the Valar. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'll take the credit. Why not?
No, but I mean,
No.
how neat is that though? Because that space, it is world renowned. I mean,
They
it is
were-
a place.
They
that,
were wonderful to allow us to do that, and they were wonderful to continue to allow us. And then
Right.
because of renovations, they're doing renovations and stuff like that, and because the schedule has filled up so much.
Right.
We can squeeze in now again, at least in
How
the fall.
cool.
And it's a gift, the Vail Valley Foundation. We can't thank them enough
Yes.
for allowing us to do that. And we're very, very fortunate to have made it this far.
That is
Because-
a huge win, and what a cool. I mean, it says a lot about our community as well, right?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is so beautiful, and I can't imagine. It makes me a bit emotional, like being a young person and just standing on that stage. I can't even sitting in those seats. I am just taken back because it's such a beautiful moment to be in the space, to have that. I mean,
Very, very, it's a whole different experience than
Yes.
just a school stage, which is fabulous. The school stages are wonderful. but
Yes.
this is a world-class thing.
right, and to get
And
that.
having, you're 8 years old, and you
can't-
see all those people, you see your family, and it's just, it's
Beautiful.
so life-changing, and I feel like that we are so blessed, and we are very lucky because as we've gone on, we've turned into a year-round.
Okay.
Before we just had one show, at the
Wow,
Valar.
right.
And then it expanded to 2, and now we have 3 major musical performances a year.
Okay.
A full-on musical, 2 reviews, and then we do a Broadway workshop.
Oh, my
And then we
goodness.
do all kinds of school enrichments.
You are so busy. I don't know how you do all of this. I'm like,
But I have to say, I'm nothing without, number one, our sponsors who are our donors that support us. We can
get
never
that.
do any of this without them, so that is absolutely. And number 2, my dream team.
Yes.
Which the leader of the pack is Colin Myring,
Yeah.
my artistic director.
Yes.
He is the fuel in the Ferrari.
I love
Would
that.
not exist without him, believe
Yes.
me. And he has elevated our program. He's been with us over 20 years. And there's just nothing like it.
Incredible human being. You guys are such cool people. I mean, I can't, it seems like you really are, and you have fun doing what, and that's what the kids feel and what we feel as a community is you really enjoy it. And
We have a lot of humor.
Yes.
And we are who we are, and we have fun, and the kids just love it. I also have to shout out to our musical director, Melinda Carlson, and
Yes.
Hannibal Terrell, our costumer, Val Watts. We've all been a team for so many years.
So neat.
So we just have a recipe for
It's
success.
family.
And
Yeah,
family.
I love that.
Exactly.
So November 9th and 10th, if you haven't gotten your tickets, please do so. You can go online. Also, you can go to the Valar, or call the Valar.
Call the Valar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also want to speak about spring enrollment.
Spring. So
Yes.
coming up, and we just opened up that enrollment. We begin, I think, January 26th is our first audition rehearsal. We do that at the same time. And the show is called Raise Your Voice. And we're hoping to incorporate kids this time that play instruments as
Oh,
well
cool.
as
Okay.
sing, which we normally haven't done that much. We've done a little bit, but
Ooh.
we'd like to do that if we can. So if you have a guitar or
Cool.
something, keyboard, bring it.
So it's more inclusive to
It's
all
a little
different.
bit more expanded rather
Yeah.
than without instruments.
And there, yeah, so that sounds so neat. That's really, really cool. And all the information up on the screen there.
There we go. Yay.
And so that will be for this spring.
That will be for this spring, and you can enroll by going, our website has all the information, vpaa.org.
That's easy enough.
Easy peasy.
Do you ever get a holiday? Do you get a break? I mean, I know that you're a new grandma too.
Oh, yes.
I had to say that. No, you look great.
I have a baby.
I love that.
And I'm really into it. But no, yeah, absolutely we get breaks. So we just, it's a wonderful, I don't want a break. Really,
I love that. No, I had to drive that home. It's so
Thank
neat
you.
to see people doing what they love because it's so felt in our community, and how cool for all these children to have this opportunity.
Thank you, Gretchen.
Really, I mean that, because ever since I've known you, you've been so excited and just passionate about it, and it rubs off.
Thank you. We do love it. We love our slogan, the most important stage in a child's life.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
I
a good one.
You're so cute. The most important stage in a child's life. And I will say, even as a young adult growing up, I do remember I was nervous to get in front of people before I was the theater woman. And, it really did help me a lot. It's helped me a lot throughout my life. Yes.
Self-expression,
Yes.
create cooperation. They have to all get...
Having a connection to others.
Really important thing that I think our organization does is our community is so spread out.
Right.
And very much kind of divided in many ways. When I first came here, I taught at Battle Mountain, and there was really Battle Mountain and Vail Mountain School. That was pretty much, and then Eagle. But now we have all these different schools, different programs.
Right.
And so I think we're one of the few organizations that totally integrates all these people, brings them together, creates a family, and
what a beautiful creative group. That's so well, Anna, thank you for everything that you do for us in the community. I mean that. And I'm excited. I'm going to have to get a ticket myself.
You better.
And we hope to see you there. Keep it right here. We have more of the show to come.
Good morning, Vail.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done, man. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology, to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way. Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Good morning and welcome into the TV8 Weather Center on this Friday morning. 27 degrees to start the day at 8 a.m. We have a chance of snow today, a 50% chance, a high of 39 degrees expected, and some small winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour, coming in from the north today. Looking at that hourly, 27 degrees again to start the day. We'll see some snow showers maybe early afternoon before temperatures come down to 33 degrees at 8 p.m. tonight, and another snowstorm expected tonight into tomorrow, into the weekend here. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle a high of 42 expected today, Avon high of 41, Vail a high of 39, and Denver a high of 35 with a 90% chance of snow on the Front Range today. Into tonight, a low of 30 degrees with an 80% chance of snow, which we love to see, and tonight's sunset expected at 4:57 p.m. Winds start coming from the east-southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. Into the rest of the weekend here, snow expected today into tomorrow, Saturday, with a high of 39 on Saturday, a low of 19. Sunday, things warm up with a mostly sunny sky and 49-degree high on Sunday, and another beautiful day expected on Monday. And we are rolling into Vail Mountain's opening weekend next week. So we will be monitoring the snow and enjoying the sun while it lasts. Those temperatures are kind of up and down there, but we will be all right. Up next, we're going to take a look at Elephant Learning, who has some tips on staying up to date on STEM learning. Let's take a look.
Now, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am honored to be joined here on the couch because this is a very, very important topic. And with the rise of the COVID pandemic and before, kids are falling behind in their education, specifically in math, because they don't understand why they need to use it. And joining me today is Dr. Aditya Nagrath, who is the founder of Elephant Learning. How are you?
Hi, great. Thank you
Awesome.
for having me.
So I mentioned, with the COVID pandemic, it's really, I think, heightened and highlighted education, and specifically around mathematics. And you are such an impressive person. And so how did you decide to come up with Elephant Learning?
Yeah, well, so we came up with Elephant Learning because we had done some research and we had found out that 4 out of 5 students start kindergarten unprepared for the kindergarten curriculum. And this happens completely along income lines. And the reason why is because the top 20% earners are able to send their children to preschool. And in preschool, they ensure that they meet the standard for counting to 10. But ultimately, that's what we learned, is that students were coming in and they didn't really understand counting to 10. And that was because that there's this gap between what the parent thinks counting to 10 is and what the standards say counting to 10 is.
And, starting at such a young age and not being comfortable with that, it creates anxiety. So talk to me about mathematic anxiety and how it is a very much real thing.
Yeah, so like the stem of the mathematics anxiety is this idea of understanding that language of mathematics. So we focus on teaching the mathematics of language, the language of mathematics. And so like when you don't understand the teacher and you're trying to just get through and get to the next level, whatever that is, anxiety starts to form because it looks like everyone around you understands this and you're supposed to know it, but like there's like this imposter syndrome starting to form. And it's kind of maybe the basis of where it all comes from.
Yeah, you don't want to let your teacher down, and then on top of that, you want to seem like you're keeping up with everybody in the classroom. So then that anxiety just starts to compound as you get older and you learn more and you move through the school system and the curriculum. Now, Elephant Learning, very impressive. So you have a background in computer programming. You learned the C++ language at the age of 14.
Yeah.
So naturally, you moved into this application development process. So what inspired it? How did you create Elephant Learning? Tell me all about it.
Sure. What we inherited was a program that was funded by the National Science Foundation and partly by the Toyota Foundation. And it had activities for 4 and 5-year-olds. These activities help demonstrate the concepts to the students. So like think about it like teaching the colors. You have to show a student red things, and then they have to infer that red refers to the color. So you show them a red truck, a red ball, a red whatever, and you're labeling it red truck, red ball, etc. So they learn that red refers to the color. In the same way like we teach the quantities, it's same thing that parents would do. How many fingers am I holding up? Or can you give me 6 things? And then from there, we teach them the operations. And again, they have to kind of live with it. So like, give me 5 things, give me 4 more things. How many do I have now? It's the idea of 5 plus 4. So through these activities, they actually learn the language of mathematics, and then they understand the teacher better in the classroom because they have a experience or a reference point to think back to when they look at the written mathematics.
And so, you know, oftentimes with math, you're just doing it, you're executing it, and that's it. You don't think about the why or whatnot. And so through your program, you're able to kind of like appreciate and initiate that conversation as well.
Yeah. So like the real thing that they're getting out of it is this ability to see, when do I use these operations to solve problems? And that's what's most important, because if you've memorized your multiplication tables, but you can't use multiplication to solve a real life problem or a word problem, then multiplication is absolutely useless to you. Even if you're memorizing the mnemonic, right? In real life, when the multiplication problem shows up, you don't have a mnemonic.
Yeah.
So really, we make math useful for the student.
Yeah. So speaking of students, how many students have worked through your program? You've been in business 7 years, so very impressive. Tell me all about it.
So over the last 7 years, we've had over 150,000 students go through our system. We ran a research study on 56,000 students, and what we found was that on average, they learned 1.67 years of math over the course of 13 weeks. They used it just under 40 minutes per week. Our initial study had them learning about 1.5 years of math over the course of 10 weeks, using it just under 30 minutes per week. So those numbers, they basically line up. So we're reproducing the experiment over and over again.
And that's great. And so you mentioned 1.5 years of math, so that just boosts them 1.5 years up into the grade level that they should be, or maybe above if they're doing really well.
Right. Well, we focus on the essential topics. And yeah, when you teach it as a language, they're able to pick it up a little bit faster. They might not be able to execute the operations with fluency, is what they call it, like speed, right? But they're able to execute it. So that's, in modern society, that's like better, because you can always pull out a calculator and you could always execute it if you could figure out which are the operations that you need to run. But then ultimately, again, we actually make the math useful to the student because they're able to use it.
So, Dr. Aditya, tell me about the rise of smartphones. You know, people are relying on their smartphones for any kind of answers. So, mathematic calculations specifically. I love the idea that you have an app and you're able to teach people. So, what are you seeing from a kid's perspective? You know, how many kids, like, what's the average age? Do you feel like they're learning a little bit better? Tell me more.
Right. So we cover from counting through algebra, and we've had students of almost all ages, because like if you're struggling with upper level mathematics, typically there's a misconception in algebra or earlier. The average age might be 7 or 8 years old, but that's because the range is wide. And I think that like the most amazing thing is that we have students that come in, they don't like mathematics, they don't like math in the classroom. And then they use our system, and then after being able to understand what's happening in the classroom, now mathematics is engaging to them because they're able to participate in the classroom. The games themselves, again, there are activities that like are demonstrating the concepts, like give me 5 things, give me 4 more things, how many do I have now? Or, you know, like for multiplication, we have rows or groups of items. So like each group has 7, and you can see there's 4 groups. How many things do we have? And there's curtains that ensure that like they just can't count them up.
Oh, good.
So like,
good.
What we do then is that like these activities, they're not really hiding the math, but they feel like a puzzle game to the student, and a lot of students start to engage with it.
And it really just increases their confidence in the classroom. I love that.
Yeah, and it builds problem-solving skills, and then also it builds intuition into this idea of induction. So like that's the idea that what's true on smaller numbers is also true on larger numbers. So that's what we do, is we go through the operations and we kind of start with small numbers, and we may move them up so that they see it working through small to larger numbers.
Great. So talk to me about parent involvement in elephant learning. You know, where can they go for more information? How do they get involved in making sure that their kids are really learning and utilizing your tools?
Sure. Yeah. So like for the parent, we have these dashboards, and the dashboards tell the parent what the student's working on, where there might be struggles, so if they needed to focus, they could. And also like what activities you could be doing outside of the system to reinforce those same ideas. Like when we determine that they're ready for fluency with addition or multiplication, we might give you card games to play so that you're multiplying and you're building that speed and that memorization. But after they've understood it, so they understand why they're doing it. But basically, to get started, they could just go to elephantlearning.com. You put in your email address, and that's the way to get started. From there, you can download an app onto the tablet of the student. But yeah, everything's available basically through website and through app.
Awesome. Now, I think it's so important, and it's a great way to bond with your child too. So I love that you have a parent side of it that can really make sure that things are happening.
We have coaching videos that show like how could you work with the student. We typically recommend the why method, and we give this out for free. So I've said this on podcasts before, but basically what it is you let the student answer incorrectly, and then you ask them, why do you think that's the right answer? So it's kind of like asking them to show their work. But like for kind of the younger students, the why is around the language. So when the student tells you why, you're going to be able to see what is it that they don't understand and what is the language you need to clarify. Or if you just need to give them a hint so that they get that aha moment.
I love that. So talk to me about the results. What results are you seeing?
Yeah, well, on average, again, students are learning years of mathematics over the course of several months, using it just 10 minutes a day, 10 to 20 minutes a day. And, I mean, they go into the classroom, they feel more confident, they start to say that I actually do enjoy math class, they start to see the usefulness of math in everyday life, they start talking about it with their parents. So, like, yeah.
It's just a great, so 1.5 years, they can increase it in about 12 to 13 weeks.
Yeah.
Their knowledge base is great.
Yeah, again, we focus on the essential topics as a language. The goal was, can I get them to understand the teacher in the classroom so that we could fill that gap? Because what we did see was that over time, the education system in America works for those top 20% income earners. And this makes sense because if you came into the education system able to understand the teacher, then the education system is effective. So then the question is how can we make it effective for everyone?
Yeah, how can you provide supplemental income that's, or not income, but supplemental education that's fun?
Right.
Absolutely.
Supplemental education that could then make it so that when they participate in the classroom, it's useful.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Now, tell us where we can go for more information and find out any other details that we need to know.
Sure. Everything's on our website, elephantlearning.com. If you find us on Facebook, you can DM us. I think Instagram also works. But yeah, like just contact us, email us at support@elephantlearning.com. We're happy to answer any questions, but almost everything's on our website.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Aditya, thank you so much for coming on the show. I love your passion and your knowledge. It's so impressive to see the research that you put into this and just the passion you have to help elevate education and the school system. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We have a lot more here on this next episode, so we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunities of points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest. Yes!
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Good morning, Vail.
The Eagle County Library District does so much for us here in the Valley, and looking ahead, they are starting to plan what they're going to do by 2050. And joining us now, we have Tegan Davis of the Eagle County Library District. Tegan, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I don't even know what I'm doing in like 10 minutes. What's going on at the libraries right now, looking ahead?
We're planning ahead. We're looking ahead. So we're creating a facility master study. So we're looking for feedback from the public, our patrons, letting us know what they want to see in the future. So we're looking, this is a 10-year study, but we've been looking out to 2050. And when we get to 2050, our service population is going to be 62,000 plus. So what does library services look for 62,000? How can we keep serving our patrons?
Love that. So how do people put their input?
Yes, so at all three libraries, so Eagle, Gypsum, and Avon, we have our boards. So these are inspirational boards. These are bubble architectural drawings. We're trying to program out space. Nothing is set in stone. We're dreaming, and we're inviting the community to come dream with us.
Yeah, so what do those dreams look like?
So, expanded children's spaces, adult spaces, up in Gypsum, maybe a second floor, so that we can accommodate our growth with our collection, as well as how we want to program out spaces for the community. So we do have a lot of people that use our community rooms, but they, how can we make it even bigger? 150 people, can we divide it so we can have smaller meetings? So again, just dreaming, come dream with us. You can leave a little sticky on what you like, what you don't like. We have comment cards.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Just tell us your ideas.
I love that. Well, I was in the Avon Library yesterday.
Yes.
Picked up I finally did it. After 12 years living here, I am officially a library card owner.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Thank you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, where was I didn't see the plan.
Oh, okay.
Stuff in there. Where is it in there?
They're setting up today. So
okay.
As you walk in and you're going to the elevator toward in Avon, we're going to be stationing out that space. And Eagle is going to be in the main area when you walk in next to the front desk, circulation desk, and in Gypsum is going to be in the community room because we can hang them on the art boards.
Love that. Are kids allowed to?
Yes.
I would love
absolutely.
to see what some of these kids think libraries should look like in 20, 25 years. Amazing. What else is going on at the libraries, kind of rolling into winter season here and stuff going on? Any events and stuff people can do, right?
Always. So cozy season. So we got stuff for the littles. So as it gets colder and the littles can't go outside as much, come to the library. We have story times, baby through toddler and preschool. We got bilingual. We got family. Then we got our after school clubs, so you can come on over and hit us after school. So we got What's Up Wednesday, Thumbs Up Thursday, and Friday Fun Club. We like alliteration.
Love that.
And then we got our teen after school, teen nights is what we call it, because they get out a little bit later, and so they come join us later. And then we have our adult programming. We have our silent book club. So this is a book club that you can go. There's no homework. There's no assigned reading. You read what you want. You can come and you can talk about or not talk about it. And then you are just with like-minded people, and you can take a moment to read together and chat together.
So fun.
fun.
So there's always something going on at that library. I was in there yesterday and I got caught up. They had a big kind of map book open.
Oh, yes.
On a map of Africa. And I was like, well, yeah, I don't know Africa that well. So I'm just kind of moseying around the library looking at stuff that's open. There was a great Native American kind of collection of books there in the Avon Library. That was really interesting. I thought about getting one of those with my new library card.
Yes, bring it home.
But yeah, and then so with this plan or kind of thinking ahead, is it hard? Is it fun? Like,
well, it's fun and it's also hard because you look at the facility that you have now and you're like, well, how would we do that? And so it's letting go of the now and just pretending that walls don't exist, and that you can do what you want. But we're thinking about like, okay, so we have this many people attend our programs, and we have this many people come through our doors. So, on average in Avon, we have over 500 people a week walk through that. So we have, I'm trying to think of Avon, and since January through September, and we're a little low, we had 76,000 people come into that library. So what does it mean when our population goes from 45,000 to 62,000? How are we going to accommodate everyone and then have our programs? And we have programs that we have 100 people to. Well, do we need a space for 150? What does that look like? So again, it is getting all this data and getting public input so that we can make it for you and what you want.
That. Do you know the history of the people that designed a lot of the libraries out here?
I have it written down.
It's fascinating. There's a story coming out in Vail Valley Magazine coming out soon. It's fascinating. It's these 3 local women.
Yes.
With insane backgrounds, growing up kind of in the age where women weren't really in the architecture field, and each has a specialty of these 3 women, and it's amazing, and it's just kind of brings that light bulb up that we have some experts here to help out when it's time to do this stuff. But we're not talking like new libraries. We're just talking.
We're dreaming about what our current facilities, can they handle that growth? What does that look like? What are the spaces going to be programmed out to be? And what do we need in these spaces? So we know we need data, and we know we need electrical points always. But what else does our community need based upon what we're doing now and the trends going forward?
Love that. Well, the kind of back to the future person in me. Can't we just like eat something and then we read a book?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that where technology is going? Is that part of the master plan? Something like that? Make it a little easier, less time consuming.
Less time consuming, yeah.
What are you reading these days?
So I've been reading some manga because I needed something light and fun. And then, of course, I always have a nonfiction floating around because I also like I just like learning.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a nerd.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
What about yourself?
You're in the right field, I think. I saw a very interesting one. I kind of flipped through a couple pages, like I said yesterday, about the Native Americans. And kind of this one was about real estate.
Oh,
and I just thought that was kind of interesting. Things change, but they don't really change. So this kind of idea of real estate way back around Native American times kind of piqued my interest.
Yep.
So I know right where it is.
Native American Heritage Month.
Might be there and pick that one up. But
no,
I'm a big sports guy, so I'm consuming a lot of sports reading right
very
now.
Nice. We have a great section for that.
Yeah?
Yep, in the 700s.
Love that.
Yep, come on down. It's downstairs in Avon, and we've got it wraps around the shelf. So.
Love that. Well, it took me about 3 minutes and 22 seconds to get my library card.
Yes. Okay,
very easy, very seamless. Love all the volunteers there. What do people need to know if they're coming to any of the events, or if they want to get a library card? What do people know if they've never been to one of the libraries?
Okay, so we just need photo ID that you are you, and it can be a ski pass, gym pass, Costco card, and you can get a library card. Even if you don't have a library card, you can still look at the materials and hang out in the library and read the materials. If you want to take them home, that's where you need a library card. Yep. All our programs are free. Anyone can attend them. They're free and open to the public. You don't have to have a library card to attend the movies or our programs. Yep. You also don't have to have a library card to use our computers. Yep. So if you're just visiting and you need to hop on real quick, we have a little tag and you can hop on. And we try to make our space opening and welcome, and anyone can come and use it.
Well, you guys are succeeding at that.
Oh, good.
Definitely stop by the local libraries. Give your input. It's a fun time to kind of look ahead.
Yeah, dream with us.
Dream with the local libraries. Anything else I should ask? Anything else people should know?
Our website is evld.org, and we're at Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum.
Love that. I don't know. I got to think about it. I don't know what my input is quite yet. But yeah, the local libraries, you guys do such an amazing job. They are very welcoming and it's very well curated, and everyone's so nice in there. So
Oh, good. I'm glad you hang out and you use them.
Thanks to you and your team. And yeah, you'll see me at the Avon Library later today. Thanks so much, and we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at NantucketRopeBracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Woo. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
1 minute.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome into the TVA Weather Center on this Friday morning, rolling into the weekend. We got snow on the ground. We got snow on the way. Vail Mountain opens next Friday. Today, we're looking at 27 degrees to start the day. We'll see a high of 39 degrees. That 50% chance of snow is expected in the middle of the day and later tonight. So scattered snow expected throughout the day today. Into that hourly again at noon. Chance of snow showers, 38 degrees. 4 p.m. temperatures come down to 36. 8 p.m. 33 degrees with more snow showers expected. Into the I-70 corridor, some snow and precipitation expected throughout the state today. And in Vail, a 50% chance. Avon, 40%. Eagle, 25% chance. Tonight, a low of 30, 80% chance of snow coming in. And then we're rolling into the weekend when the snow comes back. So Vail Mountain opens next Friday. We've got snow coming. We're going to keep track and see how much comes. And then we're also going to enjoy a couple days of snow, sunshine coming up. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies.